The 6 storyline is feeling anti-climactic. It's not over yet, lads. The climax was Christmas. Now we're on the bumpy ride all the way back up. For fuck's sake. Oh, I'm not supposed to swear in the first minute. Who cares? Who cares? I'm torn. I think if things had dragged on for months with Keanu's body lying there, it would have gotten boring and repetitive, and I enjoyed watching them decide and successfully, for now, frame Dean. But for a storyline that was heavily trailed for months and months last year, I hope there are more twists and turns to come. As much as I would love to see Dean jailed for this, I would like to see more jeopardy for the 6. It all felt a bit too easy. I can't judge at the moment, but how much more of the story is to come? A lot of it. The story's not done. We're in chapter 2. We're building up to the next big event, which will likely be Christmas. And I will say, Nish is back soon, and Nish has lost his entire family, and he's a cockroach.
Is he actually back next?
He's back soon. He's back very soon. And he's got nothing to lose. He's a fucking wounded animal. He's going to do everything he can to try and, like, fucking ruin their lives. It's Nish. He's a narcissist.
But you have to realise, like, you can't say...
I will say, this comment, they made the title look really sexy. They've made it look really sexy, and then they've been quite reasonable by going, it's definitely not done yet. And I hope there's more to come, which is actually what we want people to think when they think about the
I just like the idea of, like, I'm not judging it, but they are ugly. And it's like, I'm not judging, though. I'm not judging.
Put a bag on.
Put this mask on so I can pretend I'm shagging Conor McGregor, please.
Rey Mysterio.
Ooh, booyaka. 6-1, not fucking jumping out of the fucking under the bed.
What's a bloody 1? So let's see what
bloody
people
69.
think, because I've had enough. I've had enough of people saying that. Look, we got you, all right? The first instance, I think it's a bit anticlimactic. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you, you fucking prick? Oh, I think it's good, but it could get better. Oh, fair enough. You were just baiting us. You were just baiting us, original poster. I see you. Someone says the problem is the victim. They wrote out the one family that would actually miss him, hunt for his murderer, and want justice for him. Keanu also just wasn't deserving to be killed. Zen and Archie had it coming. Dean and Nish had it coming. Jack, Phil and Ravi weren't deserving either, but they had those in the show that would miss him. Keanu outside of Bernie, who isn't exactly is a major character. Yeah, but that's a part of why the 6 is able to get away with it.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about Keanu.
Like, and I will say, Keanu did deserve to be killed off.
He did kidnap a child. Just
because he's not big bad. He kidnapped a child. He tried to take his other child away from his, like, the mother. He had this really toxic back and forth relationship with Sharon, and he tried to kill her in the end. And he made it so his mum had to leave like, it's not that all the family had been made to leave. It's that Keanu made it so Karen had to leave. He had no family because he pushed them all away. It's not that, like, yeah, sure, they got axed, but he pushed all his family away and he was left alone, and all he had was his child that wasn't even his. Like,
I do. I love the logic. I love the logic of one later. I know he kidnapped the child, but to be fair to him, it was his own child, so it is justified. I'd love if some guy in the comment was like that.
They should have only stabbed him in the shoulder, not the heart. It's like Linda wasn't fucking sizing it up. Like, got one of those little, like, playing a game of Operation. Just like, all right, where's the heart? Shit. Like, she didn't have much time to think. Just why just stab him in the heart, stab him in the arm? He would have stopped. Doesn't matter. He was trying to kill her, for fuck's sake.
It's a fucking. That sounds like an early Simpsons gag from the 90s. You shouldn't have stabbed him in the leg. You should have stabbed him in the arm. Like, if you get stabbed in the arm, right, the adrenaline's going to kick in. Like you're choking, so you're literally choking someone like that. So the adrenaline's not going to kick in that you've been stabbed. You're still going to choke them, and then the minute you let go, you're going to go, "Oh fuck, you stabbed me in the arm, Jesus." Then you're possibly going to turn around.
Why didn't they stab him in the arse? He would have stopped then. Fucking.
Imagine they didn't stab him in the arse.
No one's doing that in that situation. It's fight or flight, motherfucker. You see danger, you get rid of danger. Fucking hell.
But
if
Linda didn't do
it, if Linda didn't do it, someone else would have. The way his character was devolving, he deserved it. Plus, he was choking Sharon, or you think the other 5 could have stopped him? Mate, he was a man possessed. He lost everything. You saw that shift in his eyes. All the light in his life was gone. He was gonna murder Sharon. In his eyes, she ruined everything for her. Keanu said, I'm not like my dad. I'd never strike a woman. Well, he fucking did in the end, didn't he? It's just, like, Keanu was the wrong victim. He didn't deserve to die. Yes, he did. In fact, he was probably the perfect one to die. It's not that they got rid of his family because they weren't needed. The family were gotten rid of because he pushed them away. Let's just make that 100% clear. You kill Nish, you don't have this storyline. You kill Dean, you don't have the storyline. You don't kill Keanu, he fucks off in about 2 months' time. Like,
I mean, no. Ash Bike get a bit.
I'm just glad that people aren't saying that it was predictable, because nobody predicted Keanu except for your dad.
Exactly, but I'm surprised, like, because now I know people will go, but he is a legacy character. Let's be honest. If Keanu didn't die at Christmas, would he be there farting around? He's not a big character. He's a big character now that he's dead, and the storyline's evolving. But before that, let's be honest. There's about 5 of you, and you're all Keanu fans, stans maybe, because he was a sexy man. And like he's not a legacy character. He's only been a legacy character because the death elevated him.
He was there for about 5 years.
Exactly. And what did he do in those 5 years?
And he did have some big storylines. He had the one with obviously had the big affair with Sharon. He had the relationship with Louise. He had them faking his own death. But like, it's the thing where you got to appreciate it whilst it's still there. And this storyline makes Keanu an infinitely bigger an infinitely bigger character in the grand scheme of things. Because The Six is a big legacy storyline. It's a big storyline that people are going to remember. Are people going to remember Keanu Taylor for having an affair with Sharon or being the dead body on the floor at Christmas? I know which one I know.
You know which one I associate with him, because I find it so stupid but so funny at the same time. Like, the subject's not funny, but I find it so funny. Is when Hunter's holding a gun and like Louise is about to be shot, and Keanu's like, no! He runs in like he's a fucking superhero and just immediately gets shot. It always buggles me. Just stop that. Like, I'm gonna run. I'm fucking Superman. I'm gonna outrun a bullet. It buggles me every time.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Stop it. Stop. Put the gun down, Hunter.
You're not you, Hunter. You should have a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
Someone says Shirley and Carly Wicks will up the storyline massively. I mean, Shirley will be back soon. She's not. We know she's returning. We know she's coming back. Be patient. Nish coming back soon will stir things up. One article slated his return will cause serious issues for, just imagine, any of the members of the Six. Let's be real. I'll not say it for possible spoiler reasons, but just imagine the Six. He's going to cause problems for the Six. And a couple more characters that will discover the truth too. E for definite, possibly Ravi. Someone says, I think regarding the niche spoilers, fuck it, I'll do them anyways. Might be two elements to it. I think based on the opening of Old Wounds line for Suki and the fact that it's actually the only satisfying narrative option to explain such a long absence, that he'll return with Ash. What else will keep him away so long? This is perfect. Spend 2 to 3 months with her, playing the victim and drinking the poison. Suki and Apple left things in a relatively good place, but discovering her mum is gay and left her dad for her mate who she had feelings for will clearly throw her through a loop. He can bide his time whining about how he's been unfairly kicked out of the family, etc. She's seen the worst of Suki in the past. Even if he saw it start to heal and Suki began to change before she left, she hadn't have seen any of Nish's true colours. The image Suki gave of them of an honourable hero in prison for demanding his family hasn't been shattered yet. She doesn't actually know him. So that will lead to an incredible personal angst and drama for Suki, even though I do believe they'll reconcile eventually. Half the square is hardly going to randomly back up Suki in a smear campaign against Nish for no reason. I mean, Ash once gently mocked her for how much she antagonised the locals. Lol. Oh, fucking.
I have no idea what these spoilers are. I hadn't had a look.
Yeah, neither. I didn't read any of these. And let's be real. Obviously, Nish is going to try figure out why they wanted the cafe discovered. And him realising the cafe boards got pushed up and there was a body there doesn't take a fucking genius as to why they'd want the cafe, does it? Like, Nish is a smart man. He could fucking...
And he's man.
Exactly.
I hate you, but I want to fuck you.
Exactly. And I will say, like, people say Ravi's redeemed. He still did nearly go through killing fucking Eve. Like, he still did that. He still was really weird with Denise and tried to ruin her life and her marriage. Like, he's not a good guy, you know? Yeah, sure, he had a bad dad and he overcame those demons and chose the right one. Doesn't mean he's good. Saying, I agree, I hope they do more of the storyline. It was almost so easy for Dean to be blamed. Exactly. I love you. Legend. Absolute legend. See? This is what you're supposed to think. Bloody hell, I want them to do more with their 6 storyline. I think it's really underdeveloped right now. Yes. That's the point. You know how we made a video in like October and we had no idea who died at Christmas. And they teased it in February. But like in June, we're like, do people even give a shit about the 6 storyline anymore? Like, it's just how it works, all right? It's a soap. It goes on for ages.
It's an endless cycle. Obviously, I feel like when Nish returns, it's going to be a battle where he's going to manipulate someone, let's be honest.
Yes.
It wouldn't be Nish without some giant manipulation. And he's going to manipulate someone, and then he's going to take the 6 to court to prove that one of them killed Keanu. Yes. But he's not going to gun for who we think he's going to gun for. He's going to just gun for one person and one person only. And that's me. You know, it's not me. It's Suki. It's Suki.
Of course.
Who else would he gun for?
Suki has everything he claims he ever wanted.
It's
and
the thing
he cannot handle being fucking... Like, he can't fucking deal with that.
In universe, they should have him go on the Piers Morgan show and be interviewed.
Can I just say, I really dislike when people talk about the actors with their nicknames or their real names. Like, really... It's like with the Suki and Eve fandom, where they talk about them as Bao and Heather, and it's like, you don't know them as that, though. Like, that's... what. You're not friends with them. Don't fucking... It's like if people start calling you by your actual name, which is obviously Piggy. Like, it's like, that's not our relationship though. Don't fucking call me that. Like, fucking, like, I really dislike it. Obviously, I'll say like credit to the actors, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, our fucking Heather's doing a fantastic job here. It's like, I don't know them. Stop fucking being all buddy with the actors. They don't care about you.
It's like the fucking stands for Bellum, where they were calling them by the real names,
Max
and I'm like,
Tony. It's like, please, you don't know them. Stop fucking calling them. their
Like,
real
I,
names.
I don't find it weird if you're shipping them in universe. If EastEnders is a real universe, I don't mind you shipping them. But if you're going, oh, Tony and Max, old Tony and Max, it's a bit weird, guys. They're two mates. Bit weird. And yes, there might be a slight chance they might just go, fuck it, why not? You stick a finger up my hole, I'd stick one in your mouth. We'll test the waters. Yeah, there's a chance that might happen, but that's a very slim to none chance. So like, it's just a bit weird. Like, I don't care if people call me by my real name, but I just prefer Piggy, so it's online. Unless you're my homeless man, unless you're my homie, the homeless man, who's just whenever he sees me and he just goes, hey, hello lad, nice cap, didn't notice that, like the drip. Got me any money? Oh yeah, he got me. You're
But I will
my own
say,
hype man.
this next comment is talking about actual like actor problems, so they're fair enough. Someone says, I think the 6th storyline was held up by behind the scenes issues. Navin was due a break, but then his wife became ill. That's niche. So needed longer. Then poor Bal's mum was ill and died. That's Suki, meaning she needed some compassionate leave. A niche return minus Suki would have had limited impact. I always felt like Sharon also ended up taking way longer than possible. So that leaves scene partners like Aaron and Heather. Oh, fuck. Ravi and Eve. Fucking hell. Fuck
I
this.
just can't do it.
So Eve and Ravi are relegated to the plot device kids cupboard until they're needed. But you can't really have them around too much, minus Suki or Nish. It looks really stupid. Between that and Whitney's arc, which Shona also had a break in the middle of, I think storylines have been swapped around a little bit. Everyone is back now, and a moratorium is kicking in after September for taking leave. I reckon from June we'll be back on rails. It'll be smoother and more exciting. Whitney's art will be done, so I think the focus will be the 6th, Nish, probably Yolande, and then whatever small plots from summer to Christmas, the big 4. Oh, I think it'll be a roller coaster. What the fuck does moratorium mean?
Google it.
Fair enough.
I don't know, mate. I'm not a dictionary.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm asking you. Moratorium.
Yeah, I can barely speak English.
Oh, it's
a cremation centre.
It's essentially it's a delay or suspension of an activity. Essentially, as a moratorium, I assume is like them going on break. Essentially,
yeah.
So it's moratorium because a lot of them seemingly had to go on a break. I don't think Nish necessarily need to go on a break. I don't think he's been gone too long either. I think the fact he's been gone so long and we haven't seen him in a while is actually more exciting. Because what the fuck's he done in this time period? Like, what the fuck's he been doing? But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get into like too much of the fucking. Like,
what can he say? What can he say? Oh, your mother died, but you should stay on the show. Like, no, we're not like that. Do what you have to do. We're going to respect you. Like, you need some time off. Take your time off. Like, well,
yeah,
we can't have
it's not necessarily that, but it's more so. It's just kind of. I just still dislike. Stop using the actors' fucking names. Like, please. Yeah, sure. In that context, it's fine, but just please. Please.
I don't know. It's like
when the stands like talk to them and they're like, "Oh my god, they talk to us." It's like, yeah, that's why they don't talk to you more often because you're fucking treat. It's like whenever you see a YouTuber you like in a comment section and they leave a comment and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, you're you. I like this video too. You're cool." They're not gonna fucking comment on many other videos because they got to deal with you fucking plebs in their fucking ears. Just like, just leave public figures alone. Let them exist.
I'm just surprised most fans don't do what wrestling fans do at airports and just fucking stand there and wait for them to come to the room. Like, here, can you sign this?
Oh, they do. They do.
Oh, they do. It's not really talked about then. But like, I don't. It's funny when I just hear people like call like the Undertaker. They just start calling him like Mark. I just find that funny. It's like, he's the Undertaker. You don't know him as Mark Calloway. You only know him as the Undertaker. You know Rey Mysterio as Rey Mysterio. That's probably his real name. But still,
it's not.
Like, you don't go up to him and go, "Ray, buddy, I like your bald head," because he is bald. Like, you know what I mean? You just don't do that. Is it you have like if I went to meet the president of Ireland, of course I'm calling him Michael D. Higgins, but still I'm just calling him Michael D. Higgins because that's what I know him as. I'm not going into his house going, "Oh, can I rub your dogs, please, mate? Can I rub your dogs,
Yeah.
please?"
Don't know why I say that in the weirdest possible way. Can I rub your dogs, please, Mr. Higgins? I'd fucking be like,
What are you
get
going to
him
do
out
to
of
me,
here.
Mr. Higgins?
I'd get him the fuck out of here. Someone's saying, I disagree. I think Keanu was a good choice because he's not a big character. The story is about the six, not Keanu. It's now brought in Nish, Jack, Dean, and Johnny, and I'm sure other characters will be brought in as time goes on. Fearless continue to February 2025 with something big happening Christmas 2024. It'll be a slow burner, but I'm confident they have a long-term plan with all this. The murder happened only 5 months ago, and only now has someone been arrested for it. Let it play out and see what happens. Once again, a fucking genius. Someone, and it's in complete contrast. Yep, once again, the writers start something, don't seem to think it through, and let it die a slow, horrible death.
It's not WCW 1999. Calm the fuck down, lads. Calm down. It's not a shit show where they're changing everything one week to another.
It's just, did you like the six? Yes. Did you like it at Christmas? Yes. Do you like it now? No, it's shit. It's like, fucking, yeah, it is shit in comparison to Christmas. I feel like that point, you know, if people have watched the last couple of videos, you understand that, you know, just because you may not be enjoying it now doesn't mean it's fucking garbage. It just probably means it's in a bit of a lull. And hey, you know, sometimes the characters you don't like get storylines. And hey, maybe you don't have enough time to watch all of it. Fair enough. But don't just decide that it's shit because the characters I like aren't on it. Like,
I mean, my favourite character hasn't been on it for a year. And what can I do but watch? Like, Jasper's being left out, but I don't complain. I do bring it up on that time, but Jasper's being left out.
It was either going to be Jasper or Tyson, and I was ready for either. But yeah, someone says, I'm not sure if any murder storyline has ever felt satisfying. Chrissy killing Dirty Den, Stacy killing Archie. I think unless armed police turn up and riddle someone guilty or innocent with bullets in the middle of the square, and there's no such thing as a satisfying ending.
Are we in America, like, pulling up with guns and bullets? Fuck me.
What I'm dreading is a dragged out court case with Dean. Yeah, obviously the court case will be rough, but like I said, it'll be all about that danger, right? You know, one of the six could go down, and that'll be pretty fucking a big deal, a really big deal. And I'm sure one of the characters will go down, whether it is one of the six or one of the fucking like other people who helped cover it up. There's a big chance that happens. But yeah, I will say a murder storyline being satisfying. Yeah, but the main issue with the murder storyline is you want the comeuppance to be satisfying. Like, obviously, Lucas getting his fucking comeuppance, satisfying, because he made everyone's life a misery. Gray finally being apprehended, satisfying. But, like, someone who's not a murderer killing someone and having to cover it up, it's obviously not satisfying because it's not fucking clean. It's not fucking calculated. They're not a murderer. I've never done this before. But also, it was a pretty reasonable comment, so I'm not going to fucking roast him a lot. But I will say, it's a hard thing to do because you still want them all to be sympathetic, but they also have murdered someone. So it's a very weird balance of they still need to be likable and somewhat victims in this scenario. But someone is dead and it is their fault. So it's a really dodgy balance to get. So yeah, is the sixth story feeling anticlimactic? Yes. But that's because we've given it a little bit of time to breathe. Essentially, is how I describe it. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah.
So yeah. Yes, it's feeling anticlimactic. But like I said, we're in chapter 2 of the 6. Now we're building to the middle and eventually building to the end. It's a long-running serial, for fuck's sake. It's not going to culminate on a random Tuesday in June. But there we are. Thank you all for watching this video. If you like it, make sure to leave a like, comment, and a subscribe. And all in all, if you want to join in on the conversation, make sure to join the Discord. If you've been watching Walford, thank you for watching. Make sure to join us in the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.